Hey coaches, in the last play in our sweep series that I'm going to go over in our video series, we're going to talk about TNT. TNT is our counter, also known as counter crisscross. We do a little different flavor than some schools, but we found it to be very effective for us. This is the way we teach at the high school level. I'm also going to go through a variation that you may want to use at the youth level, especially with the younger guys. Okay, so I'm going to go through first the high school rules that we follow. Very simple up front is from the split tackle, split guard, center, tight guard, all the way over to the tight tackle, we're gap left. Okay, you'll see some teams that'll pull their guard or their tackle on this play, and we'll do that in the gun. But under center, we like to keep everybody blocking left so that everybody's accounted for up front. There's no opportunity for a blitz, so we're all gap left. Our halfback is going to run the same thing he would on sweep. Again, with the series, we want everything to look very similar to what we do in the sweep series in terms of our steps. So our halfback is going to come, he's going to get the ball just like he would on go, all right, on our sweep. One thing we teach is we put pinkies at the belly button and we take the ball like this, as opposed to how a lot of schools will teach it like this. All right, in the wing tee, we found that putting the pinkies at the belly button right here allow you to take that ball and you're going to get it right in the breadbasket here anytime we're getting the ball when we're parallel to the line of scrimmage. So on our sweep series, on our jet series, because we run counters off of that. It's much easier to get that ball here with your pinkies at your belly button and make that transition for the double handoff. Okay, so halfback's going to get the ball, pinkies at the belly button, and then he's going to just take his right hand and make a nice easy handoff to the Z, who's going to be coming underneath him. Okay, so the H goes behind, the Z comes underneath. The Z, in order to set the timing up so that it doesn't get too quick for us, we have him take a big, large outside step, or we take a little jab step, pause, and then he's going to come back underneath so that he can get that ball. If he leaves right away, not only will he run into our tight end, okay, but he's also going to end up getting there too soon, and we're going to have problems with the handoffs, and we're going to fumble. Our quarterback, once he gives the ball, he's going to carry out a nice wide fake, again, grabbing with his right arm, the back part of his jersey, so that when he pumps his arm, it looks as if he has the ball. We don't want that arm coming up. We want to make sure he's carrying out that fake to try to draw people here. All right? Tight end, we tell him it's about a 4 o'clock step. We've got to give a little bit of ground in case there's some stuff here, and then he's looking to turn up. Our fullback is going to kick out. So we tell our fullback, okay, he's got D end to the right, D-E-R, D end right here on this. That's our rule. So he's going to come, his aiming point is the inside hip of our split tackle so that we don't get any air right here. He's going to come and kick out violently that D end and block him to the outside. Our tight end is going to pull, like I said, with that 4 o'clock, give a little bit of ground, and then he has to go inside of that defensive end's block. It might be real tight in there, but he's going to lead through just like our guard would on buck sweep, and he's going to be looking inside for the first threat that comes, okay? He's never going to slow down, never going to look back, never going to stop. He's just going to keep on going, our tight end. He's the lead blocker. He's the guy that's out in front. Z's going to get the ball. He's going to cut right up in that same gap as our tight end. And again, we want him, the second he gets the ball, to get vertical. When our counter does not work, it's usually because the Z tried to bounce it outside. And we're kicking guys out over here, and then you give people an opportunity to make a play. Once you get that ball, you make that vertical cut, there's always going to be an inside gap because of the way the flow of the backfield. Okay? Our X is going to take an outside release. We also tell him, you know, if it's a pretty smart kid, hey, get a little bit wider alignment. All right, if you want to have a code word for a wide alignment versus a tight alignment, feel free. At the youth level, you know, that stuff works. You widen that guy out. We just don't want that guy to be in here where that corner can fall off. You get a lazy corner out there that's not paying attention, and all of a sudden he makes a play just because he didn't cover somebody. So we want to get an outside release, try to get that corner to flip his hips and have us back to the play as that counter comes back the other way. We call that TNT, counter crisscross. We do it as a double handoff. I'm going to go through a variation here real quick with you guys that you might want to use at the youth level. It's up to you, what you think is best, what works for your team, all right? I know we've done this with other teams. It's the original way that the play is drawn up, okay? So we're just going to throw a quick variation in here for you. The quick variation is that the quarterback does all the ball handling. He's not going to hand the ball off. There's not going to be a double handoff. So in that situation, if we're going to do that, okay, our fullback, okay, we're going to come in motion here, okay. Our fullback is going to crash down in here, okay. Again, we're blocking left, blocking left, blocking left, blocking left, Okay, but what we're going to do here is TNT. That's why it was originally called TNT. It was tackle and tight end. Okay, so tackle and tight end are going to pull. Okay, so they're going to be the guys that pull. This fullback's going to insert himself here and help make sure we get no inside penetration. Okay, the halfback's going to come here, so the quarterback is going to open. Okay, ball fake, and he's going to do a full pivot and hand that ball back. So now the quarterback's here, halfback's here, the Z is going to come underneath the quarterback. So if I'm the quarterback, I'm going to open, I'm going to fake, and I'm coming all the way back around and giving to the Z, who's coming back underneath. Okay? It's just, it keeps it simple. If you're having a real hard time with that double handoff sometimes, especially at the younger level, this is an easier way to run that, where you only have the quarterback as the only ball handler. There's a little bit more involved for the quarterback, but you kind of got to do whatever works for your team. All right? And then in this situation here, the tackle's going to come through. He's going to be the kick-out guy like our fullback would be, the way we run it at the high school level. And then your tight ends rules do not change. He's going to come around, and then he's going to lead through. Again, he's got to take that jab step to the outside for timing, allow that quarterback to be able to mesh, make that turn, give that inside handoff, and then that quarterback is off and running. Okay? Any questions? Feel free to reach out to our coaches. We're more than happy to help you guys out. You've got our number. You can hit us up on Huddle with messages. We want to be here as a resource for you. Good luck this year. Go Bucks Week.